Hello, I'm Michael Mann for Bike Social and welcome to EICMA. It's the annual motorcycle show where all the major manufacturers come to show off their bikes for 2019. Let's start with Ducati.
Start the engine and enjoy the ride. Welcome home.
Well, here we are with Stefano, who is the project manager for the beautiful Panigale V4R. What a job you've got. Amazing. Stefano, please tell us the differences between this bike and the S model as well.
It has been developed with racing in mind, starting from the engine. So the engine has 221 horsepower. The chassis has been developed with Ducati Corsa in order to improve the performance on track, starting from the frame and the suspension kit, which has a pressurized front fork and PX 2530 All-ins, which allows to have better braking support, more stability, so more front feeling. On the rear we have TTX 36 shock absorber, mechanical adjustable, and the steering damper is also a mechanical version. Then the aerodynamics, especially with the wings.
You can't help but notice the winglets, right?
Yeah, the winglet that allows to have a higher vertical load on the bike. This increases the stability on the straight, but also in every condition, so also in turning, in entry corner, and at the end allows to reduce also the intervention of the electronic control, and at the end to increase the performance.
And we learned in the presentation that just happened now that there's a special kit that one can buy to add to it to improve the performance. This is for track only.
Yes, exactly. The exhaust system, the complete racing exhaust system, allows to reduce the weight of 5.5 kilograms.
Yes.
And in the same time also to increase the performance to 234 horsepower, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, it's frightening. And also it must sound so beautiful.
Yeah, the sound is very near to MotoGP, so
terrific.
Very
hey, look, we can't wait to see these on the British Superbike grid as well as World Superbike grid, I expect, in 2019.
Yes, so this bike will race in 2019 World Superbike, and we hope that we'll win a lot.
Yeah, of course. Stefano, thank you so much for joining me. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Welcome home.
Okay, Eugenie, thank you so much for joining us here at the Ducati press conference for the 2019 model year. You are the project manager for Diavel.
Yes.
And this has been overhauled. It's brand new with the 1260 engine.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what is new for this year.
Well, basically the bike is completely new when compared to the current Diavel. So you can recognize immediately that is a Diavel because of the style of the bike, with the massive front end, the huge rear tire, the sporty and slim tail. So you can judge immediately that it is a Diavel. But if you look the bike is completely new when compared to the existing one. So the chassis, the rear subframe, the swing arm, the forks, the steering head, the handlebar, the tank, everything is new. The bike is sharing some component with the ex-Diavel. Basically the lighting, so the rear tail and the headlight are the same as the ex-Diavel, so which gives also a kind of family feeling to the Diavel ex-Diavel family. But for the rest, the bike is completely new. This is the S version.
And what are the differences?
So, S for Ducati means more sporty attitude. So we put value in suspension. So we got a completely adjustable All-ins front fork V48, fully adjustable.
Wow.
And also at the rear we got a rear shock absorber from All-ins. Then other differences comes for the electronics. So we have DQS, Ducati Quick Shift Up and Down, as standard equipment for the S version. We got the Bluetooth module, which allows you to have a multimedia infotainment system.
All through this display here, right
Yes. And we have a premium seat with luxury finishes. That's it for the S version.
here. Fantastic. That's great detail. Thank you so much
Good.
for joining us. Cheers.
Welcome.
Welcome home.
We're here with Dominic. He's the product manager for the brand new Hypermotard for 2019. Dominic, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your project here. So 4 years in the making, you were saying.
Yes, it's a 4-year project. We start from the Hypermotard 939 and we want to evolve to reach something more extreme. So we take a project, it was very good, and we work on specific feature. One of these is the ergonomic. So we reduce the slim section of the bike to make it more agile in the traffic, but also in the use of a fun bike. Then other important things we do on this bike was the electronic. This kind of bike has the slide by brake. You know, slide by brake, it's used on the Panigale, and we want to take some electronic feature from the top of our production to put on this bike. So we take the slide by brake and also the cornering ABS. So more safety, but also more sporty, because the slide by brake put you in a comfort zone also when you try to slide like a supermotard.
Yeah.
Okay. Then other important things, we reduce the weight using specific tubes for the frame.
Yeah.
So we reduce the section of the tubes of the frame, but maintaining the same stiffness. Okay. So the agility is not compromised, but the weight is lighter. Then other important feature, it's the suspension. We refine the suspension as usual, and as every time we start a new project, we work a lot on the chassis, on the suspension, and I think that this is the main topic of the bike. I think that the last things to say is that we redo totally the calibration of this bike, because we want it to be smooth at the lower RPM. And that's why we do a lot of work. We modify all the intake system and also the exhaust system to do this. And we did a very, very good job. I tried the bike last week, and it's really improved from the other bike.
As long as you're happy with it, that's important.
Yes, it's
So
very...
this is the SP model we have here.
Yes.
And there is another model in the range too?
Yes, there is another model. It's the standard model. It's a good product because it has the same feature like the hydraulic clutch and the hydraulic brake.
Yeah.
Okay, radial. So it's also the standard version has top components, and I think, in my opinion, that it's more for a person who want to go to the track. Mm-hmm. So it's more rigid, more nervous, very, very for a news to performance. Yeah. Okay. The other one, it's for today use. So you can use in the city traffic.
Ideal because the seat height is so tall, you can see above the car.
Yes. It's true, but it is very tall. But we
And
reduce.
narrow.
Yes, but it is narrow.
Yeah.
So in the previous version, I'm not at all. I have to move when I put my leg down. In this version, I don't have to do this because we restricted the zone. It's more narrow.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Thank you so much for all the information. Thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. Cheers.